And we are live.
Live action.
I'm going to have some. Oh, come on now. Got to get the YouTube version up. Come on.
Action.
There we go. Oh, yeah. My picture looks like Credola. Does it look that bad on your end?
You're a little pixelated on my laptop.
Yeah.
Looks better on my phone than my laptop.
Yeah, it's weird. In StreamYard it looks fine, but on YouTube it looks like
Very good.
Yeah,
It just cleared up. Cleared up.
A little better. Hey, what's up, Hooked Up and Backlash? How you doing, Robert? That cold front has just hit. I mean, I was outside doing stuff with the boat and all that because we just got back from the coast, and it was about 2:30 in the afternoon, and it just went still. You know, there's usually we have a southeast wind, that's our normal one, but it just went still. I'm like, oh, it's almost here then. And I went out there a little bit ago, and it dropped from like 79 to 66. There's a breeze blowing, and there's a chill in the air, and so for us, it's cold. It's going to be, I think tomorrow they said we might be in the 30s and 40s in the morning, with highs in the 50s for the next couple of days. So that's real chill for us. And then by Saturday we'll be back highs in the 70s. So so miserable. What's it like up there?
We had to be close to 70 today, and there was rain coming this way when I was home for lunch, but I hadn't checked the radar.
That cold front should get you guys.
Yeah, it hit us. Friday it was 86 at 2:30, and then by 6:30 it was down to 49.
Yeah, we had a baby one on Friday, and then we're getting a big one right now. Hey, Janet, how you doing? Robert, you're doing good. Good to hear that. Yeah, we're gonna have the other two compadres join us in a little while. They're gonna be a little bit late, but that's all right. Me and Grant can hold down the fort. Windy out. Just walked outside. Yeah, it's cooler out too, ain't it? Yeah, it's cooled off. I've been, when you get back we just got back from the coast yesterday, our fishing trip down there, and so today I took the day off just to recover from the coast because I gotta, run to the grocery store and get some food in the house, run across town and pick up my dog from my daughter's house, and then get the boat in the middle of the driveway and all the gear out there so I can wash it down and get the salt water off it. So there's Stanley over there in the chitter chatter. Sorry, guys. We'll be on in a few minutes. Listening in now. All right, Stanley. Glad you made it. I'll pull you up as soon as I see you down there. Yeah, so it's like anytime we do a trip somewhere, I take the day after off just because I know there's going to be stuff we got to get done that we didn't do while we were gone. So that's what today was all about. All the not so fun stuff.
Yeah, it's almost like need a vacation after vacation type of thing.
Oh, that's for sure. Like we did that trip to Jamaica. Definitely needed a vacation after that because it's just like, I don't know. It was a great vacation and we did relax. You get home and it's just you gotta unwind from unwinding. You know what I mean? I guess everybody knows a little bit about that. After 5 Outdoors, how you doing? Glad you made it. 25 degrees, 2 inches of ice. About a mile to get. Oh my goodness.
You going duck hunting, I guess?
I guess. What were you doing? What were you going out to do when you're busting that ice after 5 Outdoors? And where are you at? 25 degrees. You got to be north, of course.
I think he's in northern Illinois.
Oh, shoot.
I think.
That's not too far. I mean, north from here, but not too far north.
Yeah, I might try to bow hunt after work a day or two this week.
Good.
Stage. Why are you still there?
Oh, there he is. I see him. There's that dang Michigander.
Yeah, Michigander. How you guys doing?
Good. Doing good.
What are we talking about tonight?
Well, we were just talking about after having a weekend away, how you need some time off to recuperate from it. And then we started talking about the weather and the cold. We got a cold front hitting us right now. Going to bring us down into the 30s and 40s tomorrow morning. What's it like up there in Michiganderland?
41 degrees, kind of misty today. They got my corn combined last night. So good enough to do that, I guess. There is snow in the UP. My niece sent a text message this morning with snow falling at her house.
Okay. So it's coming.
Yep, it's coming.
Oh, Active 5 Outdoors is in northwest Minnesota. That's up there a bit. Northwest Minnesota. That is up there a bit. I'm surprised. So you should have snow, right? So it was 11 degrees this morning. Ducks. Yep. I was going after ducks. Man, northwest Minnesota. That is brrr. Because I know WTF Mike, he's up in Dakotas, and he's got plenty of snow already. So I would imagine Minnesota's got snow.
Yeah, I think it was Facebook Weekend Warrior. He posted some waterfowl hunting in like a corn row that was covered in snow this weekend. He's in Minnesota.
Wow. Oh, he says very little snow. That's unusual.
So refresh my memory, guys.
What's up?
I'm the old guy, and I'm technology challenged. How do I get it so that I can see the chat again? I'm on Facebook. I'm on the stream, but I can't see any place that I can read what anybody's saying or comment.
On your phone?
Either.
Grant, help him out because I don't know that.
You got on a different device than what you're talking to us on. You got YouTube pulled up?
Yeah.
You got John's stream on?
That might be it. I got to find John's stream, don't I? Told you guys. Oh. Go ahead and talk. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. If you need to go back in that one group where I posted the link and it'll take you right to it.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
Not the link you followed to get here, but the other group with that other link. He's like, damn, how many groups I got to go to?
Yeah.
Only the strong survive. Yeah, especially up north where it's very cold. That's true.
You'll have to turn the volume down on it so we can't hear it through your phone.
I've got the volume off. So I'm on John's channel. I can see us here. Yeah.
Click on the video and that should pop up.
If you're on the phone, it'll be what, under the three of us, not to the side of it?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe scroll down just a little.
If you can see the thumbs up and thumbs down, and to the right of that, it should say live chat.
No, but that's okay. I'm used to being left out.
We'll read them. We'll read the important.
Yeah, you guys just go ahead and do the important stuff. I'll catch up. I will.
Well, it says we got 8 watching, but so far After Fives is the only one that's been commenting. Stanley's
there's
Weekend Warrior.
How you doing, Weekend Warrior? Glad you made it. So, Grant, did you get any outdoors type stuff done this weekend? Were you?
No, I was on call, so I had to go in for rounds in the mornings, and then had a wedding Saturday afternoon, evening, and then I just went with my son to basketball.
Cool.
So,
what about you, Steve?
I didn't do anything. You
didn't do anything? Not nada.
I can't think of a doggone thing I did.
Damn, I'm the only one who did something this weekend. I know Stanley was up to something, so we'll have to wait until he pops in with us, and I'm sure he'll let us know what he
Now I remember what we did. We went to a haunted house thing, and I will not pay money to be scared. So my granddaughter and I stayed outside, and everybody else went inside. And when they came out, they were all screaming. My grandson, that's 4, he says, "Not cool, not doing that again." So Anyway, that's what we did this weekend. My youngest son's birthday was Sunday, so we kind of did a little celebration for that. Got the guns out, doing a little shooting.
I need to do that. I haven't been to the range in a long time. Need to get out there. Yeah, we got
Good for
9
the soul.
watching and like 3 people commenting. Who else is out there watching? Don't be scared. Go ahead and post something in the comments. Let us know who you are and what you're doing. I already know After 5 Outdoors was doing some duck hunting. Hey, Weekend Warrior, what were you up to this past weekend? You get out and do anything this weekend? Crickets. Chirp, chirp.
Yeah, we still got about 4 weeks for duck season here.
There we are. Now I found it. Told you it'd take me a while, but I'm there.
Good job. You did it. Hooked Up and Backlash is still here. Hey, Robert, did you get out this weekend and do anything? Turkey hunt. Oh, dang. Whiskey Woman 5, how you doing? Doing good? Cheers.
Hey, whiskey.
Grant, in the background, your mounts. Tell everybody what you got there.
Right here's bluegill.
Yeah.
The one in the very middle caught it very first cast in a pond. And I was like, all right, here we go. It was 2 pounds, 4 ounces. And the other 2 pounds, 1 ounce, and then 115 and 114.
Wow.
Yeah, I've always said if I got a crappie over 3 pounds, I'd mount it, and a bass over 8. And so far, I hadn't hit either one of those. So
Those are nice looking.
And then the ducks up above. What do you got there?
the one above my head is a canvasback drake, and then we got a mallard hen.
What's the one to the other side there?
Canvasback hen.
And I'm just starting to see a little bit of a deer. Oh man,
Snow goose or blue.
mallard up there.
Right. Pair of wood ducks. And a squirrel.
Does your taxidermist have you on his Christmas list? You get a Christmas card?
Yeah, right. No doubt.
Exactly. Yeah, I feel bad. I've never had anything done. Taxidermist wise, nothing ever.
Really, never.
Yep, never. I like
What does that say, John? You never get anything that's worthy of taxidermy, or you?
Well, I got video proof of the opposite of that, but I'm a cheapskate, and the things I get are, that Blue Marlin is a couple $1,000s to do, so I'm not gonna. I can't justify spending that money when I got stuff I need to do on the house, the boat, the truck, and everything else. So, but yeah, I shot wood duck when I was a teenager, but back then we didn't think about taxidermy, so I would have no idea. And then fish, I just haven't done it yet. I should do that 40-inch red. I'll see how much that would cost.
$1,200.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, well, I'm not going to do that either then. Good thing I got video.
I don't know how much it is an inch anymore. I mean, it's been a while since I've got a fish mounted.
Yeah, it used to be about $10 an inch, and now it's up to $14, $15.
Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy. That is crazy. After 5 Outdoors says, I think a lot are up in Canada still. Looks like we may get a warm-up this week. Hopefully salvage the remaining month of waterfowl season. So you got another month left for the rest of the month, and you're waiting for them to move down. Okay. Hooked Up Backlash just filmed an unboxing. I think that Mr. Tacklebox probably caught a few bass. All right. Where were you catching the bass at, man? Oh, there's that Moser boy in the house. How you doing, that Moser boy? Good to see you here.
David, how's it doing?
About $20 an inch for a Weekend Warrior.
20 an inch. Holy crazy cost.
Wow.
Yeah. I'll go to yard sales and buy someone else one.
are a cheapskate, aren't you?
I am. I just, you know what? I don't know what it is. It's just things I got to spend money on. Boat stuff, truck stuff, house stuff, trips. I can spend that money on rather than, I guess I'm just not a trophy type. I got videos and pictures. I guess that's good enough for me.
It works.
Local pond that won't be available too long. Oh, that sucks.
I'm shooting. Let me shoot my.
Tearing down an aluminum mill. Oh, that sounds like fun. Not. Tearing down is easier than building up, I guess, but still don't sound like fun.
Takes less time. When you say you're tearing down an aluminum mill, it's like a machine that's called a mill or a factory that's a mill. What kind of a mill is that?
Yeah. Yeah. That's a big difference, ain't it? Yeah, so dirty, yet great money. So it must sound like factory type mill, maybe. We had a good weekend at the coast. It's hard for me to film on the boat with a lot of people. I'm learning. Like it was hard to film because. So I'm the boat captain, right? I'm running the boat, and sometimes I'm baiting, sometimes I'm netting, and get people to the spot, get the motors right, and all those things. That it's hard to focus on filming, and I don't, there's no one else on the boat. Audrey did hold the camera a couple times for me, but other than that, there's no one else on the boat who has any interest in it. So it's like, whatever. So I don't know. In the future, I'm probably gonna fish alone more, just so that I can, if I want to get a video done, I can go out and do it by myself. I don't have to worry about all that other stuff. But yeah, it was day one was me and Audrey on the boat, and that was, now I got her out there. First time she's ever been on the boat out in saltwater, so there's concerns there. I want to make sure she's catching fish first of all. So it was a little hard to film, but I did some filming. And then day two, my boat's not that big. It's an 18-foot Mako. There were 4 of us on the boat. That's the max capacity of the boat. And it's not easy to fish with 4 people on my boat. Usually 2, 3 people, yeah, we're good. 4th person, yeah, you'll probably see if you watch the video. But it's still, at that point, now I got to worry about all 4 of us. And, it was just really hard to focus on filming anything.
Stanley's backstage.
Huh?
Stanley's backstage.
Stanley. Wait, I'm
what
talking.
we do.
Now. He can get in here. No, I'm kidding. Stanley,
What we do is.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, Stanley?
What we do is put a whoever's fishing with us. If somebody else is catching the fish, grab your phone, put it on camera, video. Turn it sideways, and then at the end of the day, they just text me whatever. And because, if you got 4 people in the boat, there's not 4 people catching. One of them can grab their phone and do a little video shot.
That's the thing. None of them care to. I'll be honest. I hadn't posed that to any of them, and maybe I will in the future. But, yeah, it is really hard to film out there like that. So I'm thinking I need some more solo trips if I want to get some good videos done where I can focus on, what I'm doing with the video and, who I'm videoing it for. One thing I don't think a lot of people like where there's a camera back here and everybody's over here, la, 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 and I'm the camera. I'm the person watching the video and they ain't engaging me at all. I can barely hear what they're saying because their back's to the camera, that kind of stuff. So part of today or this afternoon, I was uploading or downloading the video clips to the computer to prepare it. And I was like, man, I miss a lot of good opportunities. It'll still be, freaking awesome, of course, but it could have been more awesomer.
It sounds to me like you should be doing maybe do a fishing trip here or there with somebody who has like experience with a camera and maybe some experience fishing. Who is in your general vicinity and enjoys fishing. I don't, there's got to be somebody out there.
That's That's going to happen, Stanley. Me and you, and maybe your brother, if he doesn't mind catching a catfish.
He's pretty excited about that. He's been talking about it a lot.
Yeah. You convinced him that when you guys were all down there? How'd that go? Was that a blast or what?
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. I mean, he's you missed the live stream this morning. Don't worry about that. I got your messages. There's no requirements or anything on that, so don't sweat that at all. That's just how that is. But yeah, we were talking about that this morning. We had our fishing trip last weekend, family trip. It was a whole lot of fun. And he's been doing like fishing artwork and everything all week long. Everything he's been doing is fishing oriented. It's stuck with him. You know what I mean? So he's been having a blast with it.
Cool. What's up, Nick? Good to see you in the house. You miss anybody else while I was blabbing? Yep, they're turning down a factory. Oh, he said good night. All right, later, Moser boy. Good night.
Good night, man.
Nick's in the house. Am I missing anything over there, guys?
I'm checking myself here.
Talking about geese and ducks still, and how the Canadians are trying to suck them all up so we can't shoot them. No, I'm kidding. It's funny having a brother that looks like you and you think he's the star.
Oh, I know, dude. I wish I would have given anything to have been on the ferry when that happened to Peter. He's just sitting there in the car and somebody came up and they're like, "Hey, you got that YouTube channel." I'm not that guy who needs attention or nothing like that, but just to see him get that, like the look on his face would have been priceless.
That's funny. So that happened this weekend, or that was a previous time?
That was a couple months ago over the summer. We all went to the beach, and on his way home, he was on the ferry, and someone recognized him thinking he was me and thought he was the YouTube fishing guy.
And you guys, you watched Stanley's videos. You've seen his offshore trips with Thrill Ride. Me and Audrey were out there Saturday. I'm trying to think. I think we just thrown the crab traps, or I was doing some popping cork. And anyways, along the channel, the intercoastal, and here comes Thrill Ride buzzing by, and I recognize there are two people on the boat. One was Stanley's dad. The other one was Stanley. So, and later that day, I sent him a message saying, "Hey, we watched this Thrill Ride go by." I wish I got the camera up quick enough to just.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
That would have been really meta to see that. They invited me on that run, and I turned them down because it was kind of, Rachel took the day off. I know. I feel you. Rachel took the day off like a month ago, and we had like a date day. It was just her and I, and went and played hooky all day long. And then I get the text messages. I got the message from you, and then I get the messages when they were rolling home about the box of grouper and amberjack and everything that they had bagged out on. But there's a silver lining to this cloud. I missed a heck of a trip, but they had to tear their way out through 5-foot seas that morning. They got beat to death, and I guarantee that when they got home that night, they were sore. I'm hoping that they are still sore today, because if that's the case, next time they have a fishing trip, they're going to think, man, we really need that other person on board.
Me and Audrey went out to the jetties and fished, and the swells were at least 2 to 3 foot. Really good swells. So I'm sure out there it was probably pretty unfun. Hey, there, WTF Mike.
What's up, Mike?
Mike.
Cheers to Mike.
Yeah, I'll drink to that. Hey, I got to say here, just real quick, and John, my apologies. I know this is your stream and all. I'm gonna wipe the deck with you a little bit on this one though. But like Grant and Steve, gentlemen, your feed is looking really sharp. Like that's some really professional looking live streaming setups y'all got.
Thank you.
If you seen what I had, you'd laugh. It isn't nothing.
Steve's looks better than it has in the past. That's his best. And also, for some reason, your video looks better as far as it's not as pixelated and stuff as it has been in the past. So I'm not sure if you decided to use something else for the video or something, but it looks really good tonight.
You talking about me?
Yep.
Or Grant?
No,
I
Steve.
missed it. Yeah, it's because I'm further away. Before Stanley entered and I was close, it didn't look so good. So now that there's 4, it looks better.
Okay.
I wouldn't worry about that too much. It's just because you have an ugly face.
There you have it.
Ain't that a fact?
I got a text message a second ago from Mike. He's the one that told me to say that.
Yeah, all right. All right, don't get crazy on me, woman. All right, so Stanley, the rest of us have already divulged so you had your day or whatever with your wifey poop. What else did you do this weekend? Anything outdoors-ish?
No. I tell you what, and maybe I can outsource some inspiration from you guys or something, but I filmed those videos with my brothers, and I came across a problem. I've got a solid video. I've got a really decent video that I can put together, but it's like 3 hours of footage that I have. So obviously I'm going to have to make a lot of cuts.
Fishing
Now,
it's hanging out.
Fishing, it's all like I didn't even start filming until we hit the boat. So it's all fishing stuff. There's going to have to get some stuff that's going to have to get cut. However, there's some stuff that didn't make the cut when we were filming. Things like the fact that this is the first time I've taken my dad's boat out, taking it out fishing by myself, and the first time that I have had the responsibility of putting people on fish. We have somebody's first fish that they ever caught. Maybe not the first fish they ever caught, but first like serious, like something to be proud of fish that they caught. First time my brothers and I, there's all these unique moments that we never talked about because we're idiots. We didn't discuss it on camera when we should have been. So I'm thinking about, since I have all this footage, taking the first half of the video and making a separate video where I do a monologue and talk about all of this and kind of point it out. But I don't want that to ruin the solid video that is the actual fishing trip. So I'm not exactly sure, like, you got any thoughts on that? I'm not sure how to handle this. I can get 2 videos out of it. I'm not sure how to proceed.
That's the same dilemma I always have is I end up, and I've had had a viewer or 2 comment about too much talking, not enough fishing. So
Yeah.
I think so you'll have people that'll follow you because they like you, once they get to know you through your videos and they're a fan of yours for real and they want to come and talk to you and watch what you do besides fishing. And those people are awesome with it. Thank you, dear. She's handing me a shot. And
nice.
Then you got the folks that are just like, hey, I want to watch some fishing videos. Come on your video. This guy's talking for 10 minutes before he ever got to fishing. And if they're nice, they just leave. Or if they're like the people that watch mine, they'll comment about how they watched the whole video and how horrible I did.
I've had those comments. Yeah.
Thank you for watching the video. That's my comment. All right, woman. Cheers.
I had that one, and cheers.
Mm.
I had that one where I caught that big shark, and I actually catch the shark. It's the thumbnail, and the shark is in the last 2 minutes of an 18-minute video, and I got chewed out. Like, not chewed out, but I got the comments in the comment section about how they say skip to the 18-minute mark for the real video. Kind of shitbag comment.
Yeah. Yeah, this most recent one was like, he said something about a 15-minute video could have been a 2-minute video. I was like, all right. Thank you for watching.
I always think about that. What do these people want? Like, if you imagine that, if you cut your 15-minute to a 2-minute, which was already probably 2 hours of footage to 15, now you want to cut it to 2. That's basically a video of just like, I guess, some goofy music with just like fish in the boat, fish in a box, fish in a boat, fish in a box.
That's what some people want. But you know what? Yeah, it's a little bit about what your viewers want, but it's a lot about what you want to put out there. You know what I mean? I don't, there's YouTube gurus, and you've named some of them, Stanley, in the last video we did, last live stream. that you get inspiration from and ideas from. But a lot of YouTube gurus aren't outdoors people, and their thing is, hey, find that niche, that thing that people want to watch and do that. Well, that's not what most of us are about. And we do outdoor stuff, and we want to share that with people. You know what I mean? So we're not worried about let's go find a certain niche that's real hot right now and put that out there. We're putting out what we do. So some people love it and some people won't. And I think you just do it. Look, it's not gonna if you put that video out the way you want with the dialogue up front for a while and then get into the fishing, it's not going, if people don't like it, it's not going to kill your channel. Your channel's still going to be as awesome as it ever was. And it'll be kind of like what I'm doing with a lot of mine lately. It's kind of an experiment for you to see, hey, how well does this do, right? Versus, the way I was doing it. So I vote do it.
Jimmy makes a good point about, he says, you got to remember 70% watch on the phone and have been programmed to watch 3 minutes. That's a lot of it. People, they'll lose interest quick. I don't know how you can retain. How do you keep their interest all the way through? You're trying to tell a story, and not everybody wants to see the story. They want to see fish in the boat, or they want to see dead ducks or something like that. I got one video that my friend Rich and Brian came and made. This was like a year and a half ago. The doggone thing was made to be funny. It was probably 8 minutes long, and it was just those two guys being funny. And I got a lot of comments, this whole video could have been shortened down to like the last 2 minutes, which my response was, then you didn't get the humor of the video. So he's right. People are programmed to watch, they want instant gratification. And that's, you got to tell a story. You got to tell the story of what you're doing.
I'm torn on that a little bit, just because I remember back in the olden days, 10 years ago when I started YouTube, and that was everybody's advice is, hey, people's attention span is short. You got to catch it quick and only do 3 minute video. Back then, 3 to 5 minute videos was the norm. Yeah. But then, 2 years ago, I get back into this thing and I start watching some of these big time outdoor YouTubers, and they're doing 15, 20, 30 minute videos, and people are watching them, right? So there's nothing wrong with somebody who only wants to watch a 3 minute video of just pure do, and the video's over. But that's not the audience I'm aiming for. I'm looking for that person that's willing to watch 15 to 20 minutes. They're out there. I do it. I'm a perfect example of that. Deer meat for dinner videos will be 30-something minutes long, but I'm watching that sucker because I enjoy it. So when you watch a TV show, it's not 3 minutes long. It's not 5 minutes long. It's, 30 minutes with, 10 minutes of commercial interruption, or there's hour-long TV shows. So I understand that. That's the TikTok and all those. But for me, I still watch something that's more than 3 or 4 minutes long. And if I was going to put out a video of a weekend-long trip and try to do a 3 minute video, I think it'd be a dumb video. But there's probably people that would prefer that. That's just the way it is. That's true.
Some of those channels I like to watch that are long to see how they use their camera. Of course, I'll never be that good, but it's fun to watch how they use their camera to get shots and to tell the story too.
Exactly.
Really cool.
And
this new channel that I've been watching, Randy Newberg, he's a hunter. He's from Montana, and he's got a camera crew that, a couple guys, and they go out and they'll spend 3-4 days out in Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, Utah, wherever. And they don't always get what they're after, but the story that they tell, what they go through to get it, is what keeps me going back to watch it, because it's like, I'm going to be going out there next year, and I want to see as much of this as I can and see what's in store for me. So that's why I say, just because they don't get the animal, I'm still going to watch the doggone thing because it's interesting to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. I think it's 100% about story, period, bar none. We are all telling stories here. And that's the best videos are out there, the ones, and you don't have to have a diatribe about it. You don't have to say a word. Steve, Haulin Ash, we were talking a while back about Peter McKinnon, and that dude can tell a story with photographs, and he could put that into a YouTube video, and he can tell a story with that.
And sometimes in under 2 minutes.
Yeah, which talking about that, as you guys know, I do a little bit of work with YouTube with TubeBuddy, and a statistic for you guys on that: you can today be successful making 2-minute videos or hour-long videos. There's no differentiate. The first thing that people do is they want watch time, because that is the real YouTube metric, is watch time. So the first thing people do is, like, instead of doing 3-minute videos, they switch over to doing 23-minute videos, thinking they're going to get more watch time out of that.
Yeah.
And that's maybe increasing watch time or increasing the length of your video helps. A 23-minute video, going from 3-minute to 23-minute, that probably doesn't help. But statistically, there's no difference between the successful 3-minute videos and the successful hour-long videos. You can do any of it. There's no preferential anything in YouTube. Make the video comfortably long. A lot of people focus on like a 10-minute video or now an 8-minute video, because that way I can put 5 ads on it. Don't do that. Make the video as long as it needs to be to tell your story. And that's the important thing, is telling the story.
Yeah, that's the last thing I do when I'm making a video, is look down and see how long the actual video is. And
Yep.
Sometimes there's like, well, there's some extra stuff here. I can edit a little further, if I want to keep it around maybe the 15-minute mark. But if you're doing a good catch, clean, and cook, that's going to take, that's a 20-minute video typically, unless it's something real simple or you fast forward through a bunch of it, that kind of editing stuff. But and like I said, I'll sit there and watch a 15, 20-minute video. As long as it's cool and I like what I'm watching. Hooked Up Backlash says the other older channel has the 5-minute or less, and they have tons of views. I'm like, well, I hope you got that one monetized, Robert. That'd be nice. And After 5 Outdoors says that he likes watching the longer videos. So I hope you're subscribing to my channel. After 5 Outdoors, because that's kind of what I do. No, I don't do long videos, but I don't do too many 3 to 5 minute videos anymore. Though this last weekend I could probably put a couple 3 to 5 minutes out there. This one's going to be tough to do. We'll see how it comes out. There's good video. It's just a mess. Now it was done.
After 5 says, if it's a well put together video, it is over before the viewer realizes it. Exactly right.
I love that.
Exactly right.
Yep. I like that answer a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Stanley, you'd asked me the question a while ago, or maybe it was John. Somebody asked me about, in some of my videos, I get out of sync, and I said I think I got it figured out.
Yeah.
What I found out was that after I would go through and make the video, and everything seemed to be right, if I would go back in and then add my text message, whatever I wanted to say in the video, it would throw everything out of sync, oddly. I don't know why, but it does. So as long as I go through and I do everything right the first time, then I'm not out of sync.
Good luck on that. Yeah, as long as you do everything right the first time.
No, if I get all my text, if I get my texting in there and what I'm doing, then it doesn't do that. But if I have to go back in and re-edit, because maybe I do things a little bit different than everybody else, but I'll go through and first of all, I'll go through and I'll put the video together, and then I'll put music to it if I'm going to, and then okay, now I'm gonna download it because I'll put it up later. And then when I get to thinking about it, oh shoot, I want to change something in that. I want to add something to it. So then I'll pull that back into my editing software, and then if I add anything to it in addition to what I'd already done, that's where it gets out of sync.
That's interesting. I don't know what's doing that. That should be a finalized product.
Yeah, if it's not, the first line in my editing is my video, and then under that maybe I add some music, and then if I want to add some images or text, they're on different lines.
Right, but when I'm all done,
in one of those lines where I already got stuff, then it'll throw stuff out of whack. So I don't know if maybe you're throwing that text in the line where your audio is, and it's throwing that out of whack or not.
It's after I export what I think is going to be my final copy. After I export it, and then I pull it back in to do some more changes to it. That's where I get into my problems.
And
that shouldn't be a problem.
You should
That's how
You guys.
if I do it.
Technology illiterate one.
Yeah, no, I understand that. And I actually, that's kind of a next level thing that you're doing. I have videos where sometimes, because I do it all on my phone can't handle a 20-minute 4K video all the time. So what I'll do is I'll make 2 10-minute videos and I'll finalize them. So I have 2 10-minute videos, and then I will make a new video that has this 10-minute video as the beginning and this 10-minute video is the end, and then I'll finalize that as one product to make it easier for the phone to understand and not, blow itself up in the process of rendering 20 minutes of 4K stuff. So what you're doing should make it simpler for the editing software. It shouldn't be causing those problems.
Well, for me,
you do everything on your phone, Stanley.
Yeah,
all your videos are done on your phone. Yeah, that's pretty incredible.
For me, now,
I appreciate that. Thank you.
When I finish a video in editing, it's saved as a project, is what it's called for my software.
Mm-hmm.
And then I render it, right, which makes it so I can upload it. If I want to go back and change things, I don't try to take that one that I've already rendered and try to change that. I just go back to the project, make my changes, and then render that one, and then that becomes my video.
It's not a bad idea.
Because you're not changing anything at that point. It hasn't been finalized. So I could go back in, I could go to a video from 2 years ago now and do that if I want to. It's not the video that I posted, right? It's before it was rendered and put into MP4 and shot up to put on YouTube.
Well, for example, after 5 asked what kind of editing program I'm using, I'll answer that. I actually used 2. I started out with iMovie or WinMovie. Which one is? And then I've gotten Adobe, and what I'm doing is I'm learning the Adobe one, but I'm still sometimes using the other. Now today, or last night, they combined my field of corn, so I made a video of that, and I found that I broke it into 4 different sections, and then I put them all together in Adobe, brought them together, rendered it, and then exported it. And then as long as everything was done, and I didn't pull that back out, everything worked out. It's all in time. It's all in sync.
Right.
But if I would have exported it onto my desktop and then decided to do something different to it, bring it back in, then that's where I get the problem. What I need to do is just keep that stuff in a separate folder and go back in and redo it and be done with it.
Right. You should be able to save it, like I said, like a project or whatever, right? Before you do the export part, right? To make it an MP4 or whatever it is you upload. And then if you do the export and all that and you decide, oh, there was something you didn't like, you go back to where you saved it as a project before you exported it.
Yeah.
And take that, make the changes there, and it should all work for you.
Right.
I would think take a crack at that, because that's a solid idea.
That's how mine works too. I started Windows Movie Maker and all those, and now I'm using CyberLink Power Director, and for me, Adobe is a great one, by the way. That's one of the best out there, I think.
That's the direction I'm going to go when I get a computer.
Yeah, Power Director is awesome. I've gotten to where I can do all kinds of cool stuff, and I'm still learning. I've had it for a couple of years now, and I still can go and learn more things to do where you can, take images out and put them somewhere and do all kinds of crazy editing. So I try to throw something new in each video just to, expand my capabilities. That was one of my goals for 2020, besides just surviving once all this pandemic stuff, was to get better at my craft, using my software, using my cameras. There's things I've gotten better at, but there's things I still need a lot of work, especially using my cameras. So what we got over in the chat, Adobe Premiere Elements has always been giving problems. Like, oh, okay. So After 5 Outdoors is having some problems with Adobe Premiere. And I think that's the one you sign up for. It's like online. I wanted something that I could download on my computer and have the program. That's another reason I went with CyberLink, because they do have they call it a 365 or whatever, where you can, all the stuff's in the cloud and you can access all this stuff. But I just wanted something that I know is on my computer, won't change unless I want to change it type stuff. I'm old like that guy down over there. Hooked up backslash. I've been using Premiere Pro for years now. Yeah, I know it's good. So Grant, what are you doing when you do your videos? You haven't chimed in here in a minute on all this video stuff.
All I've got's Windows Movie Maker is what I use.
Okay, that's what I was using.
Bought a new program.
Peter and I won an award at a film festival one time with a movie made on cell phones and Movie Maker. It can be done. That's all I got to say on that. It can be done.
And you're an Apple person, then you got iMovies or whatever it's called. So those are the basics that they've got me through a lot of videos until I decide to, okay, it's time to spend a little money and see how far I can do this thing. So I'm not doing it very well yet. I purchased a disc for Premiere Elements. Oh, okay.
Stanley, going back to your phone, do you have an app on there that you do your editing through that you are able to do all the amazing things that you do? I mean,
yeah, first off, thank you. Amazing things. I don't know about that. Tricks is more like it. Yeah, here, you know what? You want the formula for what I do? It's pretty simple. And anybody can do it, and they can do it on any single video. Now, the better the phone you got, the better it's going to be, of course. But I use KineMaster is the editing software that I use. I do use the paid version because that gives me access to music and clips and some other stuff that I can use. And that stuff comes in handy when I'm really feeling lazy and I just want to throw some stuff out there together, the music and stuff. I don't want to go through YouTube Audio Library and dig something up. But the real trick to it is I do, especially now, I do a lot of slow motion photography with the slow motion feature on the phone, and that's it. Like I do regular footage, I do regular interviews, and I color correct and I do all that. But I do that all in KineMaster in the editing software that I do. The editing that I do is not any different than what anybody else does. I take unique angles. You know, I try to get it all Peter McKinnon when I'm filming. I don't want just the camera, you know, being held out like this, face to face, and keep it. I want it more dramatic. I want it a lower angle or a higher angle. I want to show people different points of view and different angles of what we're doing, you know, when we're fishing, to give it, you know, a different and unique perspective. But really, man, I throw the clips into KineMaster. I shorten immediately. I take 2 seconds off the front and back, and then I'll cut that thing down to the size it needs to be. I'm not afraid of making a clip, you know, a second long. As long as like you want to get in early and end, you want to get in late and end early, keep that clip looking unique. And I do that all the way through the video, and it's a lot of slow motion is how it is. There's nothing really special to anything that I do.
I argue with that.
That looks nice.
A lot of special. I like your video. I'm like, damn, now I got to up my game because Stanley done did some more stuff.
I didn't want to say that, but yeah, realistically, try it. Do next time you go film a fishing trip. I'm not even kidding. You got a cell phone that has slow motion on it, or you got a buddy with a phone that has slow motion feature on the camera. Film. I say film 8 unique shots in slow motion. Yeah, exactly. You can do slow motion just fine with that. Film 8 shots in slow motion and plug 7 seconds of each one into your video. Throw some music to it. That's all there is. And drone footage obviously is like, you don't see me doing a whole lot of that, but if I really wanted to step up my game, drone footage, that'd be the way to go with it.
Yep.
Yeah. On a good day, it's not windy, right, John?
Exactly right. Yeah.
I got a little bit of drone footage this weekend. I was, again, with so many people on the boat and everything, I wasn't going to take the drone out on the boat, even though we did have a day where I could have flown it. But then when we were back at camp, the wind's good. Throw that sucker up and get some coastal views from the drone. You'll see them. They'll be in there, little bits and parts.
When is that video expected to come out? Would that be this week or next, or longer?
I would say late this week, early next week. I've still got to dig in. I don't know if it's one video, 2 videos. I don't even know what it is yet. After Five's asking how I like the GoPro 9, I'll tell you what. Like I said, I just uploaded the video clips today. I love the GoPro 9. I had the 5 and the 9 as the 2 primary cameras I use. The 5, now that I look at the uploads, especially audio, the 5 is giving me fits. There's going to be parts of my video where I have to apologize for the audio, even though it was using a good external mic. The 5 is just, it is what it is. The 9, all I had it in was in its mod case. It has its own external mic with a little thing over it, and I don't know how good this is going to be on a boat with wind and all. No, it killed it. The 9 killed it. Very happy with it. Hey, Tiger Muskie Man, glad you made it.
Did you say you're having you have audio issues with the 5? Is that due to wind noise, or is it just poor audio quality?
It's a combination of both. You'll have a moment as the audio is not too bad, then all of a sudden all this crazy weird noise, and there was wind, right? Because you're by the jetties, and then the audio won't be too bad, and all this crazy. But anytime I had the 9 on, never had any of the crazy noise. So I don't know what it is. The 5 has been a complete disappointment. I had 3 Plus and the 4s are what were my cameras, right? And then I'm like, I'm going to upgrade. I'm going to get this 5. It's cooler and newer, and it's been the most disappointing GoPro I've had. So that's why when I got the 9, I was a little, oh man, I hope. But so far, the 9 has impressed me. And if you guys watch my videos, you'll be able to see the difference because I'm going to use video footage from both. But from the 5 to the 9, you'll be able to tell, right? The 9's video footage is just so much better. I think I shot in 2.7K on the 9 this time. I started out, I had it on 5K. I'm like, I don't know if I trust myself doing that.
Did you say 5K?
Yeah, it has 5K. The 9 does. So I had it on 5K, 24 frames per second. I was like, I don't know if that's right. So, and then I went down to a 10K, 60 frames per second, or 1080p. Not 10K, 1080p, 60 frames per second. Any of that looked really, the colors were just real crisp compared to the 5. I don't know. Maybe I got my mind made up that I don't like the 5 so much that I'm seeing, things.
I'll give you $20 for it, John.
You're funny. You're funny. I thought about giving the 3 Plus away, but now I'm like, shoot, I think the 3 Plus still outperforms the 5. I don't know.
And I'll pay 40 plus shipping.
You see, he said before at the beginning of the show that he was a tightwad. And here we are trying to throw some money at him.
He knows this game, but he also knows that it ain't worth a dime over 42, no shipping.
Good try, guys. Hooked up backlash. So 5 thinks it gets water and it muffles a lot.
You're getting a raid.
It shouldn't be. Oh, are we getting raided by who?
You're getting raided, Miss Kelly.
Oh, well, thank you, Miss Kelly, for the raid. Appreciate you folks jumping in. We got some more time left. We're still hanging out. None of them were in the water, so it shouldn't have done nothing to me. That's another thing. The 9, just I'll talk about real quick. On this side of the 9, this little area right here is new. It looks like something you could open or do something with, but it's supposed to be a microphone drain. In other words, like Hooked Up Backlash was talking about, people go underwater with their GoPro 8 or whatever it is and come out of the water, and when they're talking, it's still kind of garbled because there's water in there, and so the microphone is garbled. But that, and I haven't tested this, so when I do, I'll let you know how it is. I haven't put this underwater yet, but what that's supposed to do is allow that water drain more quickly so it doesn't affect the microphone. So we'll see. But like I said, so far I have it in its case the whole time. That's this little case right here, and that microphone right there with the spongy thing on it. It worked great. I'm super happy. I was telling myself when I was uploading the clips, I was like, man, I wish I could buy another 9. But no, I can't afford another 9.
Man, I tell you what, I got a deal. Like YouTube, this is a YouTube blessing, but there was a tech YouTuber that I follow on Twitter. And I tell you what, this is a life hack. I'm going to tell you a life hack right now. Follow and be involved and be social with small tech YouTubers, the small guys, the 1,000 to 3,000 to 5,000 crowd, our range of tech YouTubers. These guys pull strings and they get phones and they get GoPros and microphones and lighting and stuff, and they review them, and then they get rid of it because they need to move on to the next one. And these guys rotate phones once a week sometimes. Oh. And I ran into one. I made fun of him, actually. He's one of those guys that, he's just got a good sense of humor. So I kind of like was messing with him on Twitter one time, became a little bit of friends on Twitter. The guy came across the exact same phone that I got, but for like a third of the price of what I paid for mine. And so I was like, well, shoot, yeah, Rachel needs a new phone because she destroys phones like nobody's business. I got Rachel the same phone that I got for a third the price, which was amazing. Thanks to that YouTuber. Dan Gage is his name. In case you are looking for a smaller tech YouTube guy to follow, I highly suggest English Dan. I think that's his name. Is English Dan is what he goes by. Anyway. So that has been really nice. Now I have the exact same phone, so I know the format, I know how they work, the camera's all the same stuff. Now Rachel has a camera in her hand. When I need her to film, she's got her thing ready to go and she's filming, hence 3 hours worth of footage. But that has been super valuable when you can have somebody who does pick up a camera and is able to film that second side of things. That is really nice.
Absolutely. That's the tough part.
It's her commentary that's the real winner, but it's nice having her just filming.
Yeah, agreed. All right, guys, we got about 4 or 5 minutes left. Who's got a video coming out this week? I might.
I do. Probably put it out either yet tonight or tomorrow, but it's kind of different. It has nothing to do with hunting or fishing or my typical stuff. It has to do with what we do. And part of what we do is we got this field of corn out here that we just got harvested. So
cool.
May not appeal to many people, but still I still do videos of what we do in the outdoors.
Cool.
So it's not hunting and fishing, but it's
Backlash. He's got a video coming out Wednesday, thanks. Stanley, you got something coming out for us this weekend or this week?
Yeah, so anybody who's seen the amberjack video from last week, I had a total blast filming that. It kind of took the wind out of my sails. I'm not going to lie. I took a little bit of time off after that fishing trip. And during that time where I took a little bit of time off, I had to cook some amberjack. Now, you know me. I'm not going to do a catch and cook video on amberjack like everybody else. I had to cook up organs. Roe, to be specific. I'm cooking amberjack roe. Okay. And those egg sacs were like that big.
That'll be very interesting because Stanley was the first person to get me to try fish roe when we were surf fishing together, and we caught some whiting and they had some roe in them. And so I'm cooking this whiting on this tinfoil on the grill, and he throws the roe on there and we cook it up. You know what? It was good. It was actually very good. So I would probably like it. So we'll see. Who else got a video coming out? We got about 2 more minutes. Grant, you got anything coming out this week that you know of?
Nothing planned. I need to make a tilapia video. I might go ahead and finish it up. I've just been doing a little bit here and there, kind of making a how-to type documentary over a few weeks.
I've been waiting for that. You talked about that last week, I think. I've been waiting these little hints here and there. I want to see that one. So that'd be cool if one comes out. That would be really cool. Anybody else in the chat, if you got something coming out this week, go ahead and let everybody know that you got a video coming out so folks can check them out. We got about a minute left. Any alibis in the group here? You 4, you 3?
May, please say a prayer for me. There's a slight possibility I get out on thrill ride this coming weekend.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, this coming weekend I will not be doing anything that I know of as far as YouTube. But we will see.
We're gonna have to wait about a month, 6 weeks to see the trip with Peter from last weekend.
Yeah. We're waiting on that.
I'm running out of content here. I'm not going to lie. That video, I'm going to try to cut into 2. Hopefully, the shorter one of that will be this coming Monday, and then the full version will be the week after.
Cool. Very cool. And for those of you that don't know, which you should know if you don't know, Stanley's doing a video, a live stream every Monday right now, where him and his brother typically are on there, and they're doing a vlog out of it too, or a podcast. So I don't know about the sober part, but so catch him, Monday mornings 8:30ish. You should be on.
Yeah, about 8:30.
All right, folks. Well, it's been a good hour. Thanks you all for joining us. I had a good time. I hope everybody else did. And you don't have to go home right now, but you got to get out of here. All right. All right, guys. Peace out.
Been a pleasure, guys. Appreciate it, John. Had fun.
All right.